few weeks ago, a Russian immigrant ship sank on its way to America. Rescue workers spent the evening hopelessly searching for survivors, while I spent the night drawing the ship that looked as if it sank in the New York harbor. It was a welcome change of subject, but unfortunately it was back to the ongoing saga of the Central Park splasher the following week. I was an artist under contract with the Manhattan Illustrated. A job that once seemed glamorous had become dull and routine. My life evolved around creative ways to kill people on paper. My boss began complaining that my drawings lacked reality. He suggested that I put more of myself into my work. I thought, how much more can I give this man? Well, he thought of something. With the suspect on trial, he insisted that I sit in on the trial and bring back a drawing containing the essence of a mass murderer. Having completed my drawing, I left the courthouse early. My head was pounding. All my thoughts turned to the prospect of a bleak and hopeless future as an exploited crime artist. I was looking for a way out of this grind, could find none. Curtis met me on the steps. She was a photographer for the magazine who was always trying to cheer me up. I suggested that we go across the street to the park and kill time. There was always a good laugh from the regular bench warmers to be found. And while Curtis was attempting to put my life in perspective, I knew he would laugh.
Go somewhere? Where am I going? The best I can hope for is to do this boring, useless job my way and not his.
I did that on purpose. I don't want to draw attention. Of course, I got something important to tell you.
What are you talking about, Billy?
Gee, Miss Curtis. Sure look pretty today.
Oh, never mind that, Billy. What is it?
Hilton, you see that bum over there?
You mean that man sleeping on the bench?
Yeah. Well, he ain't a real bum.
Is that the important news?
Nah, that's only part of it. Take my word, Hilton. It's a real big story, Hilton.
How much, Billy?
Oh, let's see. It's a big one. $5.
You want $5?
Okay, Billy.
I knew you'd want to hear, Hilton. I knew it.
This sounds good. What is it?
Well, that guy, he ain't really a bum.
What is he, Billy?
Secret agent from Moscow.
What? So sure.
Go see for yourself.
Oh, secret agent, come on.
Well, let's take a look.
Hilton.
You're safe, Hilton. You're safe.
Развитие, comrade.
Who's there? Leave me alone.
Abusing that poor man and embarrassing myself showed me how hardened to people my job had made me.
Well, am I right or am I wrong?
You're right, Billy.
Thanks, Mr. Hilton. I'll keep my eyes open on him for you.
Thanks, Billy.
No problem. So long, Curtis.
With my mind back on the approaching deadline, I quickly forgot all about that poor lost soul.
Hilton. Mr. Jameson's been poking his head out every 5 minutes looking for you. You do have the court sketch?
I have them right here. Would you do me a favor, Julie?
Are you kidding? He's waiting for you, dear.
I guess I'll see you later.
Don't worry about it, Hilton. Just remember what we talked about.
You'd better get in there, Hilton. And Curtis, the lab's been waiting for your film. You better take it down now.
I do know what's going on, thank you. Hilton, don't forget tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, sure, Curtis. I'll see you tomorrow night at 8.
Hey, the old man's looking for you, Hilton.
Yeah, I know, Oscar. I know.
Come in, Mr. Hilton. Sit down, Mr. Hilton. You're late.
Sorry, Mr. Jameson.
You know why we can't use this drawing? I just got word a little while ago that there's been another murder in Central Park. Same pattern as the others. Makes 5. This makes this guy's alibi stick. He'll be clear to the charges. Anyway, things appear to be wide open again. I thought that was the guy, too. This will be the wrap-up story we had planned. And since the story is scheduled for the next issue, we're going to have to think of something, including a new murder. I've got a couple of ideas. But to begin with, I need a drawing of the new murder site. I want this included in the drawing. The murderer left it in the victim. The nuts couldn't pull it out. Looks like an industrial butcher knife. Here's a map of the side of the park where the murder took place. I'll leave the details up to you, but please, Mr. Hilton, no faces. Draw the man attacking from behind. Any questions?
When's deadline?
12:30 p.m. I'll have something easy for you to do then. I'm working on the details.
Is that all, Mr. Jameson?
Yes, Charlie. Get a good night's sleep.
I was back on the trail of the slasher once again. It was still and quiet, but all around were loud reminders of the horror that had taken place the evening before. Now the rest was up to my imagination to recreate a scene of murder, which was by then a simple procedure. I didn't know why I drew that strange woman. There was some intriguing quality about her that I couldn't put my finger on. Since I had time left over, I decided to take advantage of the beautiful day in the park and draw some still life.
I speak to you? Excuse me. Do you mind I speak to you?
Of course not. I'm Charlie Hilton. What can I do for you? Oh, do you want a bit of money for a meal?
No, not that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then what can I do for you?
I only wish you to take a letter.
Take a letter?
Yes, if you will.
What am I to do with this letter?
Hold it.
Hold it. May I read it?
You are not to read. You are to give it to someone. I cannot tell you any more.
Where do I deliver it?
You will know when time comes.
Oh, I wait for further instruction.
Your heart will instruct you. You are artist.
Oh, yes.
May I ask you something?
Sure.
May I keep the drawing you did of me?
Well, it's not...
Thank you, Charlie Hilton.
I figured she was a lunatic. I threw the letter in my pad for some amusement later on. In the hope that Jameson would finally relieve me from that assignment, I hurried back to meet the deadline.
Right, Otto. Okay. No, I'll have them there at 8 p.m. No problem. Come in. Okay, Otto. Right. I owe you one.
The drawing, Mr. Jameson?
Not bad, Hilton. A bit dramatic, but it'll do. I've decided that the magazine will do a recap spread on the 5 victims. Should be just as interesting as the original concept. All we need is one final drawing.
Just one more? Of what?
I've got all your drawings of the victims except for number 5. That's all we need to finish the spread.
Just give me the photo, Mr. Jameson. I'll have it done in 2 minutes.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have the photo this time.
How am I going to draw her?
Hilton, I know you don't like going down there, but it's the only way.
No. Mr. Jameson, please don't ask me to draw her in the morgue.
I'm sorry, Charlie. All the arrangements have been made. Otto expects you there by 8. I have to have the drawing by 9. Just one last drawing, that's all. Nothing fancy, just a simple portrait of her face. When you come back, we'll talk about a new assignment. Okay, Charlie? Any problems?
No problem.
Good. Then I'll see you at 9 then. Oh, on time, please.
Sure, Mr. Jameson.
This was the part of my job I dreaded the most. It always made me nervous. That evening I was more nervous than I'd ever been before. As I went through Battery Park, I had a strange urge to sit down and look at my drawings.
Dmitri Petrovich.
Who is calling my name?
Are you telling me you're Dmitri Petrovich?
Yes. Yes. Who are you? Why are you calling my name?
Someone gave this letter to me in the park this morning.
Who gave to you?
Some woman. She told me to hold it.
What woman? What did she look like?
She had long brown hair, green eyes.
Yes. Please. Thank you. Open and read, please.
My dearest Dmitri, This letter marks the event we've waited together for 2 years.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
I imagine your smile when you see letter after so long without hear from me. Is this really you? Are you really Dmitri Petrovich?
Please, sir. Do not stop.
I sail for America soon. All is arranged. Much help from dear friends. I am told trip will be long and sea rough. Soon I am with you in seat of liberty. I mail letters soon. Wait is over, my love. I hope you well in new home. Dear Dmitri, soon I be with you.
Eastmore? Why do you stop? Something is wrong.
There's more. Dearest Dmitri, when you receive this, I shall be dead. There is great danger in sea. Storms have hit ship and water is coming in. We are sinking. Anyone would think there would be no hope for this letter or myself to reach you. But I know that somehow the powerful spirit of my love will find you. Even though death awaits, my soul will continue its journey. Dmitri, hear me. Living or dying, pain and happiness holds no meaning without our union. I beg you, as I strive to join you in life, I pray with my last breath that you join me in death.
I couldn't believe what I had just witnessed. How did that man find me? And who was that crazy woman in the park this morning? Out of breath, I found myself, of all places, in front of the city morgue. In a delirious state, all that was on my mind was to get in there, finish the drawing, and get home.
Hilton, where have you been? It's almost midnight. Jameson's already called twice, and he's hopping mad. Something about missing a deadline. Been holding this stiff since 8 o'clock. Got work to do on a Hilton. Hilton?
Oh, I'm sorry, Otto. I'll have this drawing done in a minute. Did Jameson say anything else?
Says he's on his way. Gonna do it himself.
Terrific.
Damn. What's wrong, Hilton?
My box.
Is there a problem?
Problem? I lost my box. Well, this'll have to do. A quick sketch and I'm out of here. Which one is it?
Right this way, sir. Your regular table. So really, Hilton, where have you been? Is it a girl? A little lady reserved for coffee break?
Curtis.
Curtis? What kind of name is that for a girl?
Nothing like that, Otto. I don't want to talk about it right now. Looks like a full house. Business must be good.
Yeah, I've been real busy. Never get a chance to leave. Still, I love it. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Almost finished. There. This really gets to me. Doesn't doesn't make sense. I don't know. I guess they're all the same to you, right?
Well, Hilton, that's where you're wrong. Each one's unique. You news guys, always such a big deal about gore. But to me, the subtle cases are just as interesting.
What do you mean by subtle?
Take this one, for example. Just came in today. Dredged up by a tuna boat offshore. Floating around for weeks. And look at this. All she had on her. You like art, don't you, Hilton? Keep it. They'll never know who she was anyway. Surprisingly well preserved, considering. Usually after a few days, you can't make out very much. The skin becomes so delicate. You have to be extremely careful not to push your finger clear through to the bone. As interesting as a homicide, eh, Hilton?
Hilton, what have you been doing?
Hurry back up.
You did it wrong. Stay put. I want to talk to you later.
Jamie, welcome.
Otto. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's all right.
I really
Anytime, Jamie.
Where have you been?
Say, you know my new assistant?
Well, we have
Don't worry, Jameson.
Brian Toast. Brian, this is Al Jameson.
What's wrong, Hilton?
My new stole. She stole the old man. I've got to take a walk. I need some fresh air.
Hilton, where are you going? Hilton?
Once again, I was gazing down at another side of death. My box was proof that I'd really been there. Why was I there? Why did I have that letter? It all came back to that strange woman. I felt tired, confused. Was she really that body I saw in the morgue? Or was I losing my mind?
Hello, Charlie Hilton.
Oh. You're supposed to be dead.
I am dead, Hilton.
What do you want from me?
I only mean to thank you.
Thank me? For what? That poor man's suicide? Everything is so confusing.
You reunited me with my beloved.
Dimitri.
Yes, Dimitri. Because of you, we are now together, free from pain.
Free from pain.
I hope I didn't cause you many problems.
Problems. No problems. I have the drawing I did it with. Would you like it back?
Yes. Thank you. I feared I had lost it forever. It really is quite good. I shall always treasure it. Now I must go. Perhaps we shall meet again.
Where are you going?
Bye, Charlie. Never forget what good souls
Suddenly it became clear. With pride and confusion beating in my breast, I threw away my old life. I walked out of the park knowing I had a higher place in life to find. I decided to leave this crazy town to search for it.